Good morning, another episode of Yes Way Jose, and I'm your glorious guest, Jose, and we got another great guest for you today. So good morning to everybody, and first of all, good morning, Eli. Travis, how are you?
What's up, buddy?
Pretty good.
Not much,
Tired.
man. Oh, yeah.
Eli's tired.
Yep.
So, well, just in work in general, Eli has a job, and it's really exciting to see, but he can spell work. I'm really excited about that. So, Eli, congratulations on your job. I want to try. I want to try something different. You know, we're in like 22 episodes.
Yeah.
How about I change it and start being nice to Eli?
Oh, I guess.
I mean,
I don't know how that'll work for the numbers, but
Yeah, that might drop.
Just drop
the
our
ratings
numbers.
might
well,
drop.
Let's watch this episode. We got a great guest, so I think maybe that offsets it a little bit. But we'll see how it works. But anyway, so good morning, everybody, and good morning to everybody that's listening and watching this podcast. And we have an email address.
yeah, it's yeswayjosemail@gmail.com.
Oh, that sounds so good. That's even without the acoustics. Great job. But we do want folks that we try to emphasize, please listen, watch one of our episodes, because we want you to see, is this something that you want to listen to? You know, we've been looking at our viewership. We're seeing a little creeping up and down. And we just want to see what people want to know. You know, the whole idea is that this is our community. We bring on guests, let them know what's going on. So, but we want to make sure that when you listen to it, is it something you want? And if it's not, go to that email address, or you reach out here at City Hall. Reach out to me because we want to hear from you. Because it's the only way we know how to improve this thing. We're not going to get any better looking.
Yeah.
But at least the content of the episodes will be good.
The email is definitely a better way to contact than Facebook comments. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably read it on the show if you email.
Exactly.
As long as it's nice.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll read mean ones too. Why not?
Depends.
Yeah, we'll read them all. We just want to make sure they're constructive. But anyway, so good morning again. And anyway, we have a great guest for you. But a couple things for everybody. This episode, again, always remembering when we launch these. But actually, October the 12th is our Mayor's Walk.
Okay.
We're going to be walking through the park. We're going to let people see the 5K that's actually being established in the park. And there's two reasons for that. A lot of people like to walk that distance. It's a very kind of a traditional distance. But it also is for the high schools. We're actually designing that. We'll be getting with their athletic directors and talking to them about making sure they have this as their home field. So when they put on events, they put on tournaments, and they can practice all day long. It's no cost to them at all. But it's nice to have something they can call their home field. So
yeah.
It's kind of a nice thing there. So we're going to do that. But as we walk through the park, it's first of all, it's focused on being healthy. We want you to walk and be able to get outside. It's beautiful. This weather's great. Fall weather's great. So you get a chance to get outside, and you actually get a chance to see where things are being developed and constructed in the park. So it creates some excitement that way. Obviously, we have the Aquatic Center today. Have I mentioned that yet? Oh, the first time on the podcast today.
Yeah.
We are going to do concrete starting next week.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're getting serious now in this Aquatic Center. I don't know what I'm going to do. Now it's going to get really exciting. So how many times can I mention it?
Yeah, I was going to say, as soon as stuff starts like going up vertically, he's not going to be able to contain himself
Oh, yeah.
at all.
I'll be like a kid at Christmas. I can't wait to open the present. So we have that. And obviously the following Saturday is our Spooktacular. And we'd like people to know what that is. Obviously, there's still some time, 8 days, that you can actually get tickets. We have on our Facebook pages. Amber Odell's got it on all kind of venues. We want people to know that event is an adult Halloween party. We have contests. We've got great food, music. But it's at Parakeet Springs. It's 6 o'clock on October the 19th. And we're just encouraging people to buy a table of 8. It's $40 a person. It's a great time. Bring your friends out, have some fun. But the proceeds go to all 3 high schools for the lunch program for kids, and as well as maybe some school supplies, school clothes. And then we're going to put a little bit of that money into the Cabero Foundation. That's actually going to be money used to either offset some of the cost or even make it free for some of the kids to go to the Aquatic Center.
Is it true now that in high school they don't have like the free or reduced lunch anymore?
So they don't. So part of that is, I learned this yesterday at our chamber luncheon. What it is there's 23 schools actually in Boulder County. 13 have the program.
Okay.
And 10 don't. And part of that is the income levels of certain of these schools. They determine what schools should and not. There's a program that actually the chamber's working with the school, tying it into what we're doing with this event that we put on for the Spooktacular, is actually raising money. They actually have a really good program where you can go in and you can designate money to a specific school, to one of the 10 schools that need money for the kids, which I thought that was really good because we do want to make sure, how can we ever imagine the kids are going to learn anything without food in their stomach?
Right, yeah.
I mean,
it surprises me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it surprises me that BC doesn't have it, considering just there's a lot of low income kids around here.
It is. And so they have actually in their program of finances, they are the highest of participation in any kind of reduced lunch. But there's minimal funds at the high school level. It's like, the kids are still hungry in high school. They don't get
They're like, they're working now. They can pay their own.
Yeah, it's like after they get through middle school, they quit being hungry. I'm confused by that concept.
I can promise you that's not true.
Yeah. So the Spooktacular, will you be able to buy tickets next Friday?
That would be tough. Well, but I will tell you this: we want to know by Tuesday or Wednesday. That's a good question.
Well, I mean, I was just going to say because the podcast won't be out till then. So if you can't,
that's a good point.
Sorry.
That's a good point. Well, no, well, I
check and see if they're still available.
Maybe we can flip the the last one in the.
We could probably put this one out this week.
Yeah, let's put this one out so we get folks out there to know about this because
this is now episode 21.
Yeah.
All right, we've changed numbers now. We kind of. What do we do? Just kind of go at it and just go through the flow and we hit a wall. We just turn left.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we got this worked out. Anyway, we have a great guest for you. This is our new fire chief of Shepherdsville Fire Department. His name is Jody Craig. So good morning, Jody. Or chief, I should say.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor. How are you,
Good to see you, buddy.
Get right up on that microphone there. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
There you go. I hope he doesn't breathe in the phone like I do. But anyway, so I want to say, first of all, good morning to you. And I wanted you to introduce yourself to the audience a little bit and tell a little bit about yourself. And now that you're the new chief of Shepherdsville.
Thank you, sir. Is there a new aquatic center in Shepherdsville?
Yes, there is.
It's coming. It's coming.
Chief, this guy is going to make it.
He's
going to. That could be part of the deal. So, yeah, he's off to a good start, guys. You see that?
Yeah.
You could learn something.
It's part of his contract, I
You
think, if he
should
has to
learn
mention
something.
it.
Did you see how he's actually
Jose
handling
paid him before the podcast.
Hey, you start paying me, I'll tell you. I'll mention that aquatic center every chance I get.
And you will say I have hair.
Yeah,
From
sure.
Yeah. All right,
You got
good.
some.
All right, Jody, go ahead. Throw that out there, buddy.
My name's Jody Craig. I come from Okolona Fire Department in Jefferson County. Started there when I was 16 years old and has been doing it ever since.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah. So that's 2 years younger than Eli is. So he started way back when.
Way back when. My dad was an assistant chief, and I loved everything about the fire department, and that's all I've done. Mm-hmm. It is a very passion for me. I love helping the community. I love being out in the community, and that's all I do. That's all I do. All I think about.
You got a wonderful wife? You got kids?
Yes, I have a beautiful wife, 31 years in December.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I can't believe she puts up with me.
It's because you gave her money. That's
How
all.
old this guy? Did he get married when he was like 10?
Yeah. If everybody
you don't look old enough
this,
to be married 31 years.
Isn't that's a good point. When I met him, like, okay, are you 25?
Yeah.
Is he old enough to be chief?
That's how that firefighter works, stay in shape.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 boys, 27 years old. He's a nurse. And I have another one at UPS. Yeah.
We talked about that, yeah.
Great place. He's also in school. And, of course, I'm lucky enough to have them both at home still. Yay.
Yeah. That's cool.
Lucky?
That's cool.
But it's been the best, since August 1st, the best time I've ever had.
So you're real new.
I was going to say, I didn't realize it was new.
Started here August 1st.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So I want to add this before he gets into kind of a little bit what he's done in his career as a firefighter and what he's looking to do as a fire chief. If you haven't seen it yet, do you love the energy?
Oh, yeah.
I love the energy of this man right here. So it's really cool. He brings back, and Chief Lane did a great job, 13 years. But you bring a different perspective. As this city continues to grow, it needs a new perspective. That's not a good or bad thing. It's just a matter of fact that if you're going to continue to do what you're doing, it's a high energy. We're doing a lot of stuff. We're building a lot of projects, doing a lot of things with the community. So it's good to have somebody and again, that was part of this reason, is to get you involved in this piece because we know the way that you think and running and getting people excited about things again over there. And you got a great fire department. So
I have 53 guys and gals. They're amazing. I try to keep up with the mayor, and they have to keep up with me.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
He's pretty good.
I will say, you said he has a lot of energy. I want my fire chief to have a lot of energy. That's one job that I want the person to have a lot of energy.
No kidding.
They got to keep up.
Yeah.
Good attribute.
Yeah, right.
Good attribute. So now that you're a veteran now, 2 months in, it's all good. You got 2.5 months in. What are your visions for the Shepherdsville Fire Department, and what do you see it 5, 10, 20 years down the road? What would you like to see?
First and foremost is just getting my feet wet in the community. I've been very well welcomed in every door that's been opened, and that's been the best part, just to get out there, talk to people, and then to learn their vision too. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to take this fire department. We're on the way up, meaning that, you want to educate your people. You want to new things that come out in the fire service, which changes every day. So you got to stay on that training. Training is hard. That's what they're doing right now. We're out in mutual aid training. We're doing live fire training in our academy.
That's really cool stuff. I want you all to know something I got my training into.
Oh, yeah?
Do you want to know about this?
Did you do the thing where you have to carry the body up the stairs and all that?
No, it was more sophisticated than that.
Oh.
I need to tell you, so Chief was gracious enough to let me ride in one of the fire trucks.
Oh, okay.
For the homecoming parade.
Yeah.
So I was awesome. But I had I had two responsibilities, not to touch any buttons.
Yeah, there's a lot of buttons on those.
There's a lot of buttons out there.
There
There's
is,
two
yeah.
on the floor that don't touch those. And okay. But I got to do one thing. I got to ring the bell.
Oh, yeah.
During that
Yes.
parade.
Yeah.
So in those 15 minutes, I learned I can drive the truck now if you need me, Chief.
Yes.
And I can ring the bell.
You can do it.
I'm awesome. I mean, this 15 minutes was a crash course. I am now part of the fire department.
Were the people like getting out of the way for you and stuff? Because how's that? I always wondered how that
The
feels.
roads were closed.
I was going to say,
okay.
So
I'm about to say, it must feel pretty cool whenever you're like got the alarm going and people are getting out of the way and you're just like, yeah.
I hadn't thought about that. It could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But no, actually, it was great to be part of that. And I think the thing is, for me, is you got to see people and you're waving to them and you're ringing a bell and you just realize that there's an appreciation for this service in the community. I mean, that's what I think has been here all these years. You bring a lot to that. I will tell you the other fun part is that during the soccer, we had our soccer camp this late summer, and they had water out there and they let all the kids play in there.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to be there.
Oh, did you?
In the water. So, I mean, I really love my fire department. I get to be in the water and ring the bell.
Yeah.
So
It's like
I'm
your own
awesome.
personal sprinkler system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nonstop. We carry 500 gallons every time for him.
So everywhere we go.
So he's actually going to my house. Jose, you need some water? Yes. I stand in the front yard going like this. So it's awesome. But I do think the big part that Chief talks about is the community involvement piece. There's a perspective that people have about fighters. It's a little different than the perspective you have of police and the way that they engage the public. Again, both of them very, very important to a community. But it's very well received as far as firefighters and the big toys.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun with them out there, and the kids really enjoy it. So we're doing with the skate park that we're going to be on here. Starts in March. March the 10th.
Cool.
March the 10th it starts. It'll be built by the end of April. So it takes just a little less than 2 months.
Yeah, it's not very long. That'd be good.
No, and so we're going to have it out there. And then what we're going to do is, obviously, what we'd like to do is tie in some of these kids that are actually doing a tour, right? Get a chance to tour the trucks. We've talked about some of the kids just love that.
Yeah.
And so we've got we obviously later in the year we've got our light up Shepherdsville. Then we have a Winterfest that we had here in the City Hall, and the kids get a chance to maybe even go check out one of the fire trucks. And Chief, you've been really great about that. And I know that's what kids love to see is experience that. I mean, because as a kid, that was the thing that you.
And Jose.
What's that?
And Jose.
Yes.
The kids
Yes.
and Jose love that.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm a kid.
Yeah.
I don't care how old I'm going to be.
My daughter keeps asking me when Santa Claus is coming on the fire truck. She keeps telling me,
yeah.
she's like,
Oh,
is Santa Claus coming soon on the fire
yeah.
truck? She
That's
keeps
the-
telling me, she's like, Christmas, it's almost Christmas. I'm like, it's not quite.
Yeah, so last year I got to they just had started their Christmas break, and I got to actually ride on a fire truck, and we went to the different places in our community, apartments and some other places. We actually stopped and said hi to the kids, brought hot chocolate, cookies. It was fun. We did that with Roby. That was really a lot of fun. So all these things are important, and I think you've done a great job with getting that part. So you talked about involvement in the community, getting to know folks. What do you see from the technical side, or what do you want to see from the fire department as we move forward? Because technology is a big part of that. I'd love for you to explain something really cool about when they are going to a fire. If they're on this app, you can click the house on. It gives you the floor plan.
Oh, really?
That's
Isn't
cool.
that cool? Would you
Yeah.
talk a little bit about that?
Yes, sir. We use a app called It's First Due. We can upload a building schematics. We can any hazards that's in the building, hazardous materials, and we can literally know everything about it. That way, on the way, we can get directions. Which
Yeah,
is,
right.
which is okay. We can get directions. We can get there. We can tell what entry to use, the back door to use. We can see where the hazards at. Where's the fire at?
Isn't that amazing?
And that's
That's
just
awesome, yeah.
any house? It works for any house?
You have
Well, primarily for business, but yes,
Oh, okay,
houses
okay.
also. We can the streets, the houses numbers just come right up for us.
Oh, okay.
That's
And
awesome.
it's like a Google map, but more defined.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
It's
And
very
again, first thing I thought was safety for the firefighters, right? Because again, knowing which way to come into, as if they see the fire, they know the proper way to come into it. Because that's kind of one of the first things, the mystery of where They identify where it's all coming from. There's certain things they can see and certain things they can't.
Yeah.
So with having that kind of floor plan, I think that's...
And then hydrant locations, which is very important for us. Mutual aid people that are coming to us. It's really neat.
It's
Probably different floor plans kind of determine what the fire is going to do, too,
Yes,
I
sir.
would imagine.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Modern technology, again, obviously the speed of something like that, because we obviously know what fire can do, but minutes matter. I mean, minutes matter in life.
Oh, yeah.
But minutes matter as far as a fire and the damage, and how do we, really save what we can.
And we're getting there so fast now. And also with the new contents in the houses that are out there, they burn fast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really burn fast. Wall coverings, floor coverings. So the quicker we get there, the better it is for everybody.
Yeah, we've had my dad and me also. We've when we built our houses, we had to burn down an old house that was on the property, and we had the Nichols Fire Department come out and they used it for training or whatever. But yeah, it's amazing how fast they can go. I mean, it's not long before it's just completely gone, pretty much. Yeah.
Right now we're using straw and pallets in minutes. Can you imagine with floor coverings and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I got the chance to see a little bit of training at Station 2 here. So we obviously are about response times, the technology part of it. Got a great group. You also have some folks that are certified for paramedics.
Yes, sir. I have 3 in class right now. They'll be graduating from paramedic class in December.
Talk a little bit about that for everybody so they understand what that means as far as the timeliness of medical attention.
So right now, every single one of my staff is EMTs, emergency medical technicians. All of them can provide the basic care. Advanced is a paramedic. So meaning we can give you some narcotics or drugs for pain and or cardiac stuff to potentially get you better. And then just adding some more medical interventions until EMS gets there.
And I think it goes minutes matter. And what I know is, again, the one thing we all know is traffic. And when things bog down on I-65, it's very hard for some of these first responders to get around.
Yeah.
Okay, it really is. I mean, even if their lights are going off, I mean, there's just no room to go anywhere. So that seems to be part of the issue. So that if the fire's there first, that EMS will get there when they can. But if anything that we can do to help somebody along before they get the attention from the EMS is important.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really an integral part of what
I
we
mean,
do.
yeah. I mean, if the fire truck gets there first, you want to. If somebody needs medical attention,
Yeah.
you want to be able to.
It's
give
the
it.
obvious, but you would be surprised at who actually has that training.
Yeah.
To that in-depth training. And what the paramedics now do is they're able to take it to the next level of attention, medical attention. And
Yeah.
that's the piece that you need, because certain basic things that they all do, that's traditional and what you would see kind of depending on the extent of the accident or the fire that's going on. So I think that's the piece that people need to understand. We are always getting better at being better first responders. I mean, everybody appreciates first responders, but understanding what they have to do, the training, the technology piece, I think it's what kind of what we've talked about.
Yes,
what we're going
sir.
to be doing the next 5, 10, 20 years is really stepping that up and tweaking it a little bit more so that 1 minute matters. Is it 30 seconds quicker? Is it another couple minutes? So that's what I want people to hear when we talk about fire departments and police departments, and really we even talk about our soldiers.
And
Yeah.
and the city's gracious. We send people all across the country to train.
Oh, really?
Oh, we're going to Colorado, and a lot of it's funded by the government. So all we have to do is just be able to give the guys and gals time off to go. And
Why
it's-
Colorado? What's up? What's in Colorado?
They have what's called it's the CERTSI, which is a hazardous material school, the greatest in the
okay.
country.
I got you.
They have live trains out there that they light on fire, they leak. It's
Okay.
incredible. So we have obviously a train line
Yeah.
down 1020. We have trains all the time that go through here. You know, I-65.
They
we
do.
have-
They do
yeah.
derail every once in a while in the middle of the city.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they do. Yes,
we're
they do.
knocking on wood right now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we are.
And then also I-65. You all know the hazards
Yeah.
that run up and down 65. So we're preparing our folks for that all the time.
Yeah, and we really believe in developing all the people here, and all different departments here. But obviously, it's more critical in the sense of life saving and actually getting a response time that's going to take care of these folks.
Yeah.
I just really believe that people need to see and know that and understand that it's a very different. It's a unique situation with Shepherdsville being about 15,000 people. How big do you think your police or fire have to be? Well, the X factor is I-65.
Yeah.
You have 600,000 cars going up and down that road daily. And we've seen it's
Somebody's
almost
got to
every
deal
day.
with those wrecks.
Yeah, I mean, so, and it's got to be a response time, because there's two things. Not only what you want to take care of the life situations involved, but you got to get it opened up fairly
Yeah.
quick again. because I mean it'll back up.
Look,
miles
I drive
and
on
miles.
Gene Snyder to get to work. I know exactly what happens when there's a wreck over there. Yeah.
So we really want to see from both standpoints. We obviously, we hear all the time about I-65 and it's blocked down and what are we going to do? Well, the best thing we can do is try to get there as quickly as possible, service that and recover, and then move forward. And that's the best thing we can do as our city. But we're fortunate and unfortunate to sometimes think we got I-65 running right through the middle of the city. That's why you got to have this fire department and the police department.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else you'd like to tell these folks. I mean, really anything that you, something about Shepherdsville, anything. The mayor's really a great guy.
You got any pet projects? I figure
Greatest mayor
Yeah.
I've ever met.
See, again, now that I'm giving him money
There you
for. I'm going to get, do you take Visa?
Yes,
Just
sir.
making sure he takes Visa.
Venmo. No.
Greatest mayor I've ever met, too. Yeah, just wanted to throw that out there.
Does he need money for tonight? You
guess,
got a
probably.
date tonight?
He got
need
paid
some money?
today.
You got paid
Finally.
today?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday, yeah.
Can I have $5? No. I'm going to take that as a maybe.
We're in the hole on this show.
That raise didn't go through?
No, not yet.
No.
No, we're still waiting for it.
Well,
Still zero.
It's in the mail.
Any day now.
It's in the mail. Can you say it like that anymore? That's old fashioned, right?
Yeah,
not
it's
in the
old
mail.
fat. Yeah. It
It's-
must have got
it's
lost in the mail.
It's somewhere in Venmo mode.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm good.
any pet projects that, because I figure if you get to be a fire chief somewhere, you're probably going to start thinking about things you want to kind of like do.
Tons of
Yeah.
projects, but it's slow. You want to
Right, yeah.
go slow. I've learned from the mayor. That was the mayor's first advice: go slow. Okay. So going slow.
What happened? I was going to say, what happened to your Rome wasn't built in a day because you weren't on that job kind of
Well,
thing.
I just felt like he had a nicer car to drive than the car I had to drive when I came into office. So I was driving a beat up Volkswagen. And I had to get it up running, and so there's a lot of things that are moving pieces. I do believe he has a good fire department. I think what he's doing is now he's really solidifying that by developing his people. But what were you going to do? Some pet projects? What things are you thinking about?
We're going to develop the community with CPR, first aid, also with a class called Stop the Bleed. We're getting really into that. We're going to launch that sometime in the spring, getting instructors out there. We have a new fire truck being delivered in December.
Oh,
it's a
cool.
tower ladder, really neat.
yeah.
So we're going to do training and education on all of that. That'll be fun. Mayor was going to get to drive that or ride it.
How much,
for the
how much
parade.
does a fire truck cost? I bet they're
You
expensive.
do not want to.
Yeah, I was
know.
about to say.
It's a little bit of money, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, it really can range. I mean, from $500,000 to $1 million, depending on what's
Wow.
in the truck. I mean, these are not. And again, and you'll see the value of them when they're coming to your
Oh
house.
yeah, they're crazy. They're
yeah,
incredible.
it's-
Yeah, but
And then you have to order them 4 years in advance.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah.
not
Oh,
like
wow.
you can go to
I want
a
to work.
lot.
I want to work at the fire truck factory. That sounds like a slow job.
Well, it's slow in the sense of we getting the truck. The people building these trucks, they're busy all the
I was
time.
about to say, at Ford, we build like 70 an hour.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
It's a little different. But I do think that what Chief is talking about is that will be a big piece. And again, a lot of the money has been invested, so we're going to settle down a little bit. And we've got some. I think more of it's inventory of your people, developing them, getting them in kind of where everybody's at in their skill sets. But I do think the community involvement piece that he started with today is really a big piece to us. I think that's what we want to see is just engaging the public. We want, because there's an appreciation, but I think that you're taking it out there and you're out there everywhere you can be. We love the things you do in the park. Anytime you can be in the park when there's picnics are going on. Summertime's a great time just to come driving through there. We're going to do some cool stuff there. With all the different events we have on, they're going to get to know our fire department. And again, part of this is the partnership in the county. And I really am very proud that we have that partnership. We're all trying to help each other out because it all matters when it comes to somebody's life and their property.
I was about to say, you all probably work with Nichols Fire Department a lot.
We work with Nichols. We work with Zonton,
Yeah.
LJ, and Southeast. They're good partners. You have to have good relationships because, when you have an emergency in your house, they need everybody.
Yeah, we had a great uncle who was the fire chief of Nichols for years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, WD. I don't know if y'all know him, but he's not anymore, but he used to be. Yeah.
Well, listen, I don't know what else you'd like to add, Chief. Listen, we appreciate you being here. We're going to have you again next year, and then we're going to make sure we get an update on how much you love the mayor about a year from now, just to see if it's the same kind of love.
He'll still be the best mayor I've
See,
ever had.
look at this guy.
Give it a year. We'll see.
Are you guys not listening? This guy's going places.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
He's going places.
I do want to thank the support from the community. We're at our Facebook page, Shepherdsville Fire Department.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We're nonstop out in the community. We have two young, fantastic guys like you two gentlemen that do nothing.
probably better
but-
Did you hear that too? He can be mayor.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
He's got the flattery down.
Yeah, let me get the fire department, then he
They
can do the
get
next one.
it. They throw us out there all the time. We're using drones for our just to advertise what we're doing out
Yeah.
there, just to show the community what we're doing.
That's cool.
And please, if anybody has anything, they can contact me just for anything. Because, like this Saturday, we have an event in the Mayor's Walk this Saturday. We're at Lowe's this Saturday. We're always at Joby Hall for the football games, just to be out there.
What do you do at Lowe's?
There's a community event, smoke detectors, fire extinguishers this
It's this
weekend.
time of year. Daylight savings is coming up.
Yep.
What do you do around daylight savings?
That's right.
Check your batteries.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah. Fire prevention mode. Yes.
Put him. Make sure his house is in the maps. For
real?
So you
Yes,
can get
sir.
there quicker and find
We're
the
going
people.
to star it
Yeah,
right
right
now
there
when
you
we
go.
leave.
Because he's not checking his batteries. This is a public service.
I mean, when they
announcement.
start beeping, I change them.
And
that's nice.
Of course, our partners from the police department will be there this weekend too at Lowe's. So have you had Steve on yet?
He's been on vacation, so the police chief is going to be on the show. I'm going to reach out to him next week. He's going to be on there, but we're going to tell him he's got the bars up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, after this
Now,
episode right
after
now.
this, yeah.
So and again, I need to challenge the chief. Can he say that I'm the best mayor ever?
I was about to say, he said it about 3 times, so
See,
he's
I'm-
going to have to top that.
He might lose his job.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be marginal for Steve.
He's
I'm
a
going to
good
make
guy.
sure I'm going to send it to him so he can listen to this episode, so he can get ready and prepare himself for what he needs to
Yeah,
become.
here's the bar.
He's a good man.
Now, he's a good man. I really am very excited about the folks we have because a lot of things that we talk about here, and you hear us talk about all the different projects and all the different community services. It doesn't get done unless you have good people.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just keep saying that because that's the truth. We do have in all facets of different nonprofit organizations, the different churches that are out there, all these different agencies that are helping people trying to get back on their feet when it comes to drug rehab. Mental illness is obviously a struggle. And then financial challenges that people have today.
Yeah.
So a lot of what we do is to make that life experiences in our community so people have a good value of their life. Now,
Yes.
whatever that is, we talk about the things that we're building, but we want to make sure it's affordable. And I think everything that we can do just to show people that, hey, we love you. We're going to be working with you. We're going to get you where you need to get to. But this is a good community. And it shows because of what we've seen over the last 21 months being in office. It's been a great time for this. I'm very excited to have Jody Craig as my fire chief. Obviously, think that this is going to be a department that's going to continue to do well, be a flagship department in the state.
Yes,
no,
sir.
no pressure.
No, sir.
No pressure. Maybe in the country. Let's go
Yes,
into-
sir.
let's just throw it out there. See? This
If he
guy.
keeps saying how good
I'll
of a
take the
mayor you are,
challenge.
yeah.
See?
We're going to take the challenge.
Yeah, and it's going to be a great challenge. But, Chief, thank you very much for being here. I want to make sure that we have to do this because we always finish our shows with one thing. We started doing this about halfway through the episodes, but on one, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to say love, peace, chicken grease. Now, are you ready? This is probably the toughest thing that you've had to do all day. I mean, those complicated fire trucks that you use,
Yeah.
all the quick responses through the traffic on 65, but this is the most important thing. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, sir.